Arena, Los Angeles, California, and our contenders better get serious as our second round continues. Mike Adamley along with Larry Zonka.
We have an exciting show today. We're going to start right off with a joust and knock some heads.
The man on the platform for the contenders, Dr. Marty DePaoli, a chiropractic sports physician from Citrus Heights, California. He beat Jerry Burrell in the preliminary round to get to this second round. And he's drawn the mighty laser.
Marty with that long body, he's going to have to get down. He's going to have to bend at the knee and get down as he knows Laser comes on the attack.
Laser almost threw himself off balance. Unbelievable. The man whose winning percentage in this event, very close to 70%. Boy, does he pack a punch.
He just made short work of Doc. Doc had a good strategy, but a couple of those powerful blows from Laser destroyed any remnants of strategy.
Marty's opponent will be Carlton Fluker, just 5'8", 140 pounds, a gymnastics instructor from Lansing, Michigan. Obviously, he will be giving away a lot in height and weight to the mighty Laser.
Almost looks like David and Goliath up there.
Carlton beat Michael Small in the prelims to get here. And immediately Laser going on a vicious attack. Carlton weathering the storm.
Oh, what a shot!
Give Carlton Fluker credit. He lasted about 15 seconds up there and wasn't intimidated.
I don't know if he wasn't intimidated, but he sure did suffer some severe blows. Check this out, Laser comes back, delivers a couple, and then that roundhouse right there. Told you there was going to be some head knocking. There's more to come.
Woo! Almost got it. The Samuel Goldwyn Company presents the American Gladiators.
After today's competition, the field for our semifinal round in this second half season will be set, but the way things are going so far, the way the Gladiators are dictating the pace, it could be a long day for our contenders, Larry.
Well, if there was any question in the mind of our contenders about this second round, about perhaps the Gladiators easing up, that ought to be erased now.
Well, first up for our female contenders, Lisa Wojciehowski, 29 years old, from Laguna Hills, California. She's an aspiring firefighter. 12 letters in her last name. We're just going to reduce her to Wojo. She doesn't mind, but she may mind going up against ELEKTRA in the Joust.
ELEKTRA all smiles. Wojo very determined, very serious.
Probing defense on the part of Lisa Wojciehowski, but ELEKTRA is having some problems with her. 10 seconds to go. And it appears that Wojo has weathered ELEKTRA's storm.
ELEKTRA holds her hand up and says, take it easy.
She goes the distance, earns the draw, and gets 5 points.
Wojo standing tough, determined to maintain her balance on that platform, more or less absorbing everything that ELEKTRA's throwing at her.
Lisa's opponent, Paula Perry, 27 years old, from Huntington Beach, California, and she is a firefighter, an excellent all-around athlete. As a matter of fact, an All-American swimmer at Orange Coast Junior College one time. She, too, draws ELEKTRA. Again, 30 seconds to time limit.
ELEKTRA not happy with that last performance.
Got her going backward. That one lasted all of 3 or 4 seconds. That's a little better, girl.
She likes those results. ELEKTRA comes out swinging. She is a Gladiator possessed. Poor Paula Perry, not sure what to do, and then ends up going to the turf.
Well, our contenders will get little room to breathe. Immediately, we go on to Powerball. The men will start things off, and for the Gladiators, it'll be the trio of Viper, Saber, and Tower. Marty DePaoli, Carlton Fluker have yet to score. 45 seconds to time limit. There's the scoring breakdown. Powerball is brought to you by Nintendo, makers of Super NES. Now you're playing with power, super power.
Doc Marty with that big frame. I hope he doesn't make a mistake and try to power over these Gladiators. Carlton, on the other hand, he's just an opportunistic guy. He wants to be the invisible man in this.
45 seconds to time limit. Goals in the outer cylinder with 3, a goal in the center cylinder with 5. Marty's got one in the outer cylinder.
Oh!
Tell you what, Carlton Fluker turned sideways. He is the invisible man. But Saber, Tower, and Viper doing a pretty good job on these two guys. 20 seconds remaining. Marty playing without his helmet now. 15 seconds. Carlton trying to keep his balance. Oh! Tower and Saber collided into one another. Oh, gosh.
I heard it.
Well, let's hope this is not too serious. Here's how it happened, Larry.
Well, we have Gladiators coming head on to each other. You'll see Saber coming up in the back of the screen right there, head to head. Down Tower goes. It appears he has a cut over top of his right eye.
Ironically, both men were wearing protective headgear. And when they collided, it was bone on bone. Saber there suffering a gash underneath his right eye, his cheekbone.
See it happen from a little different angle here. We'll see Tower coming around Saber, and he collide right there. Doc Pauly did the smart thing. He ducked.
The right second for him, the wrong second for Saber and Tower. Well, it appears that Saber is okay. And we really are concerned about our big man.
Here's the view from the helmet cam Tower's wearing. As he comes around right there is Saber, and it goes to darkness. Well, Tower is up and moving. I suppose he'll require a few stitches over that eye. The likes of our trainer, Tony Spino, seen that before many times, and I'm sure he'll be able to handle it.
Again, Marty ducking at just the right moment. Saber comes in to finish him off and finishes off Tower instead. And we will get word to you on the condition of Saber and Tower as soon as we can. Meanwhile, this Powerball match will continue. Turbo and Laser will come on to replace their injured comrades. 11 seconds remain on the clock. Marty DePaoli has already scored twice in the center cylinder, so he has a 10-0 lead.
Tough situation for our Gladiators coming in cold. They're going to have to rise to the occasion very quickly.
Marty in the near court, Carlton in the far court. And Marty splits the double team and scores again in that center cylinder.
Oh! Laser a little high. Look at Carlton Fluker. Nearly loses his shirt in the process of scoring that last goal.
The only goal of the match for him. Marty wins it 17-3.
Marty scoring a lot, but I'll tell you what, he paid the price. Check this out. He gets a double hit right here, nearly loses his headgear. Viper goes down, hangs on the headgear, then a second hit by Saber. Marty keeps his wits, tries to score in that center pod, then runs into Carlton.
Marty, a chiropractor, put on a great show. There's no question he's going to need a little realignment after that shot by Turbo. Draped over the cylinder.
Carlton with the moves, but can't score. Then right at the end of the match, finally gets one in the scoring pod.
Ready to make their presence felt in Powerball, our triumvirate of Storm, Diamond, and ELEKTRA. Lisa Wojciehowski and Paula Perry set to go right now. Woj with a 5-0 lead after one event. But this is Paula's event. In the prelims, she rang up a sizable number of points of it against ELEKTRA, Siren, and Diamond.
Paula with that long stride, deceptive speed, right at home on this Powerball court. Storm says not this time.
Wojo that time goes after Storm and has one roll off the rim of the cylinder. 35 seconds left.
Wojo tries to loft one in.
Paula makes a nice move, has Storm going in one direction. She goes in the other one. They're going to give that one to Lisa Wojciehowski. Storm accused of goaltending. Paula, oh!
Nice move by Wojo. One-on-one situation, she goes for that center pod.
And she gets another as Diamond was down on the turf for a moment. 5 seconds to go.
Wojo with that presence of mind, seeing that center pod with a one-on-one situation. She makes it count.
Lisa Wojciehowski picks up 14 points. DePaula's 3 and now leads 19-3 after 2 events.
You okay? Yeah, just a little twist.
I'm an ELEKTRA comparing notes. That was a rough game of Powerball. Paula Perry trying a double move on Storm, but Storm says no way, drags her down.
Lisa Wojciehowski trying to split the double team here. Instead, she runs into Diamond and Storm one more time for an excellently played match of Powerball. Hang Tough is next. Look at Laser chalking up and stretching out those powerful limbs, and that can mean only one thing. It's time for Hang Tough, event number 3 in the second round match between our 4 contenders. The men will start things off. This is our ring game where our contenders have to cross a grid of 55 rings. Marty currently has a 17-3 lead. The chiropractor from Citrus Heights, California has put on quite a show. Here he is with one of his patients, and man, that just looks like it hurts. Oh, man.
I'll volunteer anytime.
Marty racked up 17 points in Powerball. Let's see how he does here against Laser. If he can make it across in 60 seconds or less, he'll pick up 10 points.
Marty DePaoli has so many contenders come off that platform easily. I believe I was doing that. I'd get a little gusto up coming off that platform, give myself some speed going down that straightaway.
Laser, on the other hand, like everything he does, very aggressive. He gets upside down, sideways. But believe me, he's going to recover from this, I think. Yeah,
Doc Pauly with a little wiggle move that paid off. Up and get that other ring, but he's got to get by the man now.
He's got a chance. He's got a real chance. 28 seconds left. Laser on one ring. Laser got to be careful not to grab.
No, he's going to get points for that. He can't do that.
Well, we saw it from up here, Larry. Let's see if our referee, Larry Thompson, saw it from his vantage point. Here's his decision.
5-point draw awarded to the contender, grabbing the uniform to pull them in. 5-point draw awarded.
Bad call. Bad call. That's a bad call. I mean, he's in a position, he's got to do something.
I give him 5 on that.
Well, I didn't grab his clothing.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you did. Right by the butt.
Well, the magic eye doesn't lie, Laser.
I don't remember it, so whatever.
I can believe that. In the heat of competition, Laser does a lot of things that he doesn't remember.
Well, Carlton Fluker would like to remember his prowess on the still rings as a gymnast, because it's going to come into play here in Hang Tough. He also draws Laser. This ought to be right up Carlton's alley.
See him going up the alley. That's exactly what Laser's doing. He's heading straight up that alley of rings towards Carlton.
Carlton, relax.
Oh,
Look
what
at
a
that
nifty.
move.
He did a 360 in midair.
Carlton's away.
What a match.
Laser's right there.
Look at this kid. Oh, man. Holy cow.
Carlton Fluker, somehow, some way, faced with certain disaster right here, he manages to slither free, gets loose from Laser, makes the big ring connection right here.
I'm going to get you next time, brother.
Hey, Laser, don't feel bad. He's a gymnast. And Carlton, what about your gymnastics background in this event? Any application?
I thought you were going to say something about my gymnastics background. This really has nothing to do with it.
What does it have to do with that?
Never have anybody chasing you. This is totally different. Thank you.
Wait till next time. Good job, man.
Well, Laser proves to be quite an inspiration for Carlton Fluker as he picks up the 10 points. Lisa Wojciehowski with a 19-3 lead over Paula Perry up first. She draws Storm, and there's her record in Hang Tough. Wojo to get to this second round, beat Lynn Murphy in the prelims. Lisa did not have this event in her preliminary round match. And again, that puts her at a distinct disadvantage.
Well, she practiced it in the practice rounds, Mike, but she definitely had problems with it. One being obvious right there, the loss of momentum.
Storm wasting no time and moving in, but Lisa able to shake Storm off, but only for the time being because Storm on top of her now. Wojo fails to score. Her lead remains the same on Paula.
Storm gives us the high sign. She closes in on Wojo. Nearly pulls Wojo off with her legs. Wojo makes a desperate grab here. Hangs on to Storm's legs for a little while, but says, nope, that's not going to work. I can't get points for that.
So Paula in position to cut into Wojo's lead. Paula beat Diamond in her preliminary round match. And here she is on the job. Paula, a member of the Los Angeles City Fire Department in Huntington Beach, California, with their trusty firehouse dog. Spot, probably. Well, right now her eyes are on Storm. 60 seconds, the time limit.
Paula obviously not as relaxed on those rings as is Storm.
Look how Storm cuts her off, crossing over on the rings. Again, that's the most difficult maneuver. It's one thing to go back and forth, but to go laterally, quite another. And Storm just working her over. 30 seconds left to go. Paula Perry somehow manages to escape.
Might seize the moment to try to get past Storm. Storm a little stranded. Paula's going the wrong way for about 5 seconds there. Now Storm's regained another ring.
Storm's got her again.
5 seconds is going to cost her when she's going the wrong way.
3, 2, 1. Hey, Paula Perry has hung tough.
by her
And so
Fruit of the Looms.
Woo! Paula Perry goes the distance, gets a well-earned draw against Storm. Answered her shoot for some reason. Well, stay with us. The wall is next. The sky's the limit in event number 4. It's the wall. Our women will start things off. Lisa Wojciehowski, 19-8 lead on Paula Perry. They are at the base of the wall, ready to make their ascent. ELEKTRA will be following Wojo, and Storm has got a devious plan all lined up for Paula Perry.
Ready!
Here they go.
Mike, look at Wojo. Hand over hand.
This is her first attempt up the wall. It wasn't in her preliminary round. Here come the Gladiators, ELEKTRA and Storm. I think they could make up 25-second deficits if need be. So smooth, so fluid, but Paula closing in. So is Lisa Wojciehowski.
Oh, it's going to be close.
ELEKTRA's got a hold of Wojo's leg. She will try to hang on with all the power she can muster. 17 seconds left. ELEKTRA may try a different tack here.
ELEKTRA, bulldog tough.
This isn't the event hang tough where they got to try to stay up there. She almost lasted the entire 60 seconds, but she was pulled off with 1 second to go. However, the contender of the moment, Paula Perry, who needed the 10 points in a big way, and she got them.
Both our contenders doing a fine job going up the wall. Wojo just having the bad luck of drawing ELEKTRA to chase her up the wall. You can see this from ELEKTRA's helmet cam. She gets a hold of Wojo's foot. Wojo comes off very grudgingly, holding on for dear life with both hands. But sooner or later, with all that weight, the grip will fail.
The men are up, and Carlton Fluker hoping his grip doesn't fail.
You're going down. One way or the other, you're going down.
Because one thing's for sure, Turbo's grip won't fail if he gets a hold of Carlton. Marty DePaoli, currently with a 22-13 lead, played some football back in the mid-'80s, early 80s for the University of Nevada at Reno. He will have Viper trailing him. And Viper is the subject of our Ask a Gladiator segment today. Darren Ware from Roseland, Illinois writes, "Dear Viper, you're not as big as the other Gladiators. How do you make up for this?"
Well, Darren, you know what? It's not the size of the Gladiators that are out there. It's definitely the heart, and my heart is probably one of the biggest. I love to win, and how I make up for it is by being ferocious out there, explosive. I'm not afraid to use my body to any extent to get the job done. I don't mind taking pain, but I'm definitely going to inflict some.
So Marty's mission, obviously, stay away from Viper's grip. The two men set to go. Moving well early. Contenders getting a 15-second head start here in the second round. Here come the Gladiators. I'll tell you what, the doctor looking every bit as good as Carlton Fluker. They're getting close to the top. They both have their hands on that first barrier, but Carlton Fluker is up and over first. Give him 10. Give our chiropractor 5. Great climb.
Two contenders having such a great climb that the Gladiators weren't much of a factor at all. The real race is between the two contenders. Right here, which man's going to be first up? Carlton Fluker makes the lunge, gets a hold of that top, and hoists himself up. Doc Pauli picking up 5.
We're at halftime here at Gladiator Arena, and we have a pair of very hotly contested second-round matchups. But, Larry, the big story, the condition of Tower and Saber after that Powerball collision. It scared the dickens out of us.
Well, we like the big hit, the zonka-zonk, but not when anyone gets hurt.
Well, Tower and Saber, thank goodness, are okay. They're standing by in the Gladiator locker room. Gentlemen, tell us what happened. What's happened since you were both taken from the Powerball field?
Well, Mike, I had Marty wrapped up in the Powerball. He was making trying to make a score on the left-hand side there, and I had him wrapped up. And I think Saber saw the opportunity to come in and assist me. And as I was wrapping Marty up, we both collided, and I think my right eyebrow collided with his goggle that he was wearing, and we took a pretty good shot.
We understand between the both of you 51 stitches. You got 44. Saber, you were so pretty before. Now you got the stitches in your eye.
That's all right. Half of me can still be pretty, and the other half can be mean, and let the contenders know that a little skin won't stop us. We'll be right back out there.
Right, man. I'm ready for Breakthrough and Conquer right now, Mike.
Glad to have you back.
Glad
Thanks,
to be
Mike.
back.
Breakthrough and Conquer later. Skytrack next. Our Velcro race in midair. Skytrack, the next event here in our competition. Our men will start things off. Marty DePaoli with a 4-point lead on Carlton Fluker. Marty will be in lane 1, and Saber, true to his word, has gotten back in the saddle. He'll be in lane 2, and lane 3, our gymnast from East Lansing, Michigan.
Contenders ready!
Contenders must go back and forth across this Skytrack course. If the contender can beat the Gladiator, it's worth 10 points. They're on their way. And Marty is flying. So is Carlton Fluker. Look at him go.
Both men, good coordination, hands and feet. Both go through the turnaround process very well.
Carlton way out in front. Doesn't even need to use his legs. He's so light. He's going to win this thing going away.
A little bit of a leapfrog technique.
And if Marty can maintain his lead on Saber, he does. He gets points. 5 for finishing second.
Saber perhaps still a little stunned from that earlier injury. And Carlton Fluker over there in lane 3 using a new technique, kind of a bunny hop, a stroke and glide, but gets him in trouble right there as he slams his face into the Velcro. He realizes now that he has to use his feet to stabilize himself, particularly in the turns. Once that lesson is learned, he glides in for an easy 10 points.
Our women are harnessed in, and a look at Lisa Wojciehowski, a woman who came to Gladiator Arena on a mission. You saw something like this in the Karate Kid, but this is for real.
I watched somebody wax a boat one day, and I thought, my God, I mean, there's no better way to keep your upper body in shape than wax a boat for 8 hours or do some varnish work or whatever, and it takes a lot of focus, a lot of discipline, and a lot of energy.
There is a very serious side to Lisa's story. She recently lost her mother and is dedicating everything she does to her memory. In fact, she's even writing a screenplay about her.
As long as I can overcome the fears and the doubts of myself and just listen to everything that she taught me, I know that there's a lot of great things out in the world for me to do.
And one of those things will take place in Gladiator Arena.
I think I'm a winner, and I have to prove that to myself. I've got a lot to prove to a lot of people, but mostly I have to prove to myself.
Fueled by her mom's inspiration, Wojo will be in lane 1, our Gladiator Siren in lane 2, and Paula Perry in lane 3. Lisa, the only contender with any experience in this event. In the prelims, she finished second to ELEKTRA and picked up 5 points. Did the course in a time of 49 seconds.
Wojo staying under control. Nice use of hands and feet.
And this against maybe our best female gladiator, Siren. Siren will be the first to reach the turnaround point. Lisa right there, however.
Doing a little spin out, forgot to counterbalance herself with her feet. As a result, she slammed into that turn and went sideways, lost a couple of seconds.
Again, if neither contender beats the gladiator, the first contender across still gets 5 points. Lisa Wojciehowski pulling away from Paula Perry. Siren wins the race, but Lisa gets 5 points for finishing second.
Obviously, all that hard work paid off for Lisa. A little determination and timing helped out a great deal. There's Siren, the gal that won this thing, showing great form, hands and feet, as she glides across the finish line for an easy win.
Hey, guess who's got them pumped up here at Gladiator Arena? Yeah, it's Zap. And she will be the target. At least that target above her will be the target for our contenders here in Assault. Our game of hit or be hit. Hit that target, it's worth 10 points. Contenders are faced with a 60-second time limit to get the job done. Failing to do so, however, they can still pick up individual points at one of 5 scoring stations. You see them there. And also you can pick up a bonus point of 1 if the contender crosses the finish line in the 60-second time limit without being hit. Paula Perry up first. She trails by 6. Zap manning the assault cannon for the Gladiators. Paula Perry, our firefighter, on her way.
Zap, a real deadeye in this event.
Always worries us when they get to station number 2. They sort of aim that thing in our direction and then right themselves. Paula's shot there a little low.
Paula taking the right approach. She keeps her face and body turned upfield, keeping an eye on that cannon.
25 seconds.
Ooh, nice duck.
Now 20 seconds. And that one goes awry. 2 final chances at station number 5.
9 seconds left.
She's a southpaw, and both those shots go wide. 4 seconds left. Larry Thompson on top of that call. Zap able to pick her off, but give Paula 5 points.
Paula doing a fine job of moving through the course, and check out the strength of this throwing arm. A little off target, then a little too high. Right here, Zap has an easy shot and takes advantage of it.
So Lisa Wojciehowski now with her shot. Oh, man. Be certain of one thing, Zap will not give her much breathing room.
Absolutely not. Zap just anticipating every movement of the contender, just lays those tennis balls in there. Oh, Wojo, you got to look upfield, gal. You can't run sideways and not look at the end of that cannon.
That almost parted Zap's hair. 25 seconds left to go.
Oh, right thigh.
She knew it too. Again, you spend that much time out on the assault course against a dead eye like Zap, it usually spends the end of your day.
Lisa right under the gun, exposes that right leg and gets zapped.
Well, this is the one man our Gladiator Arena audience seem to want to see today. They've got him. They're crying, Viper, Viper, Viper. And the Contenders have him for assault. Carlton Fluker with a 1-point lead on Marty DePaoli up first.
He's quick. Call him the ghost around here.
And watch him, he'll do a little ollie shuffle out there. Almost daring the Gladiator to hit him.
A little hesitation move. He just glides up on his toes. Knows he's got to be quick at the cannon.
That last one being picked up by Mission Control in Houston.
Carlton readily admitting that he got shot. This is reminiscent of the OK Corral, like a gunfight. Both fighters fire at the same time. Carlton a little high, Viper on the money.
Well, Marty with a chance to take the lead here. He was able to get the 10 in the first round when Saber was the Gladiator. Crowd chanting, Viper.
Got to get some points. He's going up against Carlton in that eliminator upcoming.
He's got one. Good time and aim high. That one a little closer. 35 seconds. Hey, Viper loves it. He hit Marty. Gotta give the man some credit. He nailed both of our contenders.
Dr. Pauli doing exactly what you have to do. Moving quickly, facing upfield, but Viper with a great shot right into the chest protector.
Hey, stay with us. Crunch time is next. It's crunch time here at Gladiator Arena, our crunch time event, Breakthrough and Conquer. And our two Gladiators stand ready, Turbo and Viper. Up first, Carlton Fluker. 3-point lead on Dr. Marty DePaoli. Inside, the conquering Viper. But first, it's Turbo in Breakthrough.
Speed and a move versus power and reaction time. Nice move. Oh, no, you're not going to run over that man. You need a better move than that, Carlton.
Turbo all set to take on moves, but Carlton makes it an easy day for him.
Turbo gives him a seat on the 2-yard line. That's a good way to bruise your tailbone, but it looks like he's okay. Let's see what happens here in the ring against Viper. I can remember where Carlton in one of the earlier rounds picked up 275 pounds of tower and got the points. 3 seconds left. Carlton may be in trouble, and that is it.
Carlton with a nice try at a reverse, almost had it. Clock runs out.
So Marty DePaoli, who had the lead until the wall, has a chance to get it back here in Breakthrough and Conquer as Carlton has left the door open. He beat Laser in Breakthrough in the first round. Now he faces Turbo.
Two big men. Oh, he loses the ball before the impact. Check this out. He is so concerned about the move that he mishandles the ball. That won't do.
He's got an edge. He's got
him. Just that power move. He hooked that arm underneath Viper, then drove forward. Bingo. 5 points for Dr. Marty DePaoli. He now takes a 39-37 lead. But is it enough? Because that will only give him a 1-second head start over Carlton Fluker going into the eliminator.
Dr. Pauli fakes a little high, actually gets under Viper's arm, gets the leverage and drives him out of the ring.
Crunch time for our women and an end zone view of our two Gladiators, Siren and Diamond in Breakthrough and Conquer. Up first, Paula Perry. Right now trailing Lisa Wojciehowski 26-23.
Look how she's got that football, Mike. She's got it exactly the way you should have it, with one hand. Finger on each side of the point. See if she can hang on to it and still make her move.
Little dive.
Diamond giving up too much ground, getting too close to that plane of the end zone. Paula able to dive across. Good job of hanging on to that football.
5 points there. Paula beat Siren in the preliminary rounds in Conquer. She'd love to do it again. Siren getting her signal from Storm.
Look at that, look at, almost. Oh, man, she ran
Siren looked like Houdini there to get out of that one. Siren really struggling. There you saw it. Paula was able to pull Siren over. Her hand went outside that ring. And Paula Perry gets 5 points for breakthrough, 5 points for Conquer.
And she earned it, Mike, every step of the way.
She has now taken the lead 33-26. Here it is again. Paula going up high and taking Siren to the mat.
At this point, Siren seems to be in the power position. Paula, not to be denied, literally forces Siren over top of her. Siren puts her hand down. End of game.
Wojo, there's some of her athletic exploits while at Seton Hall University. Diamond bearing down. Nice move, Wojo. Excellent move. Diamond no match for that one. She's got 5.
Wojo is all business. Diamond can't believe what happened to her. She goes for the move. Wojo doesn't really even need the stiff arm. Picks up the 5.
Siren keenly aware of what happened to her against Paula Perry. 10 seconds ago, Wojo's got her going, and again, Siren taken outside the ring.
What is the matter with you to kick her like that? What is the matter?
Hey, I didn't know
okay,
I
let's go. Let's go.
A little reprimand from our referee, Larry Thompson. A little extracurricular here after the fact, but you can't take anything away from Wojo. She got underneath, pulled a power play, drove Siren out of the ring.
Lisa Wojciehowski will take a 3-point lead with her into the locker room before the Eliminator final. When she comes back, she'll get a 2.5 head start on Paula Perry. We'll have that final as the American Gladiators continues. The women are up first in our final event, and here's the situation going into the Eliminator. Paula Perry must win if she is to advance to the semifinals. She'll be giving Lisa Wojciehowski a 1.5 second head start. There's more to it than that, but first let's go to Larry Zonk at the start line with Paula.
Paula Perry, 1.5 second deficit. Kid, the show could be over. Can you pull it out?
I know I can pull it out, Larry. Actually, you know, when I was a little kid, I always hated being chased. So now I know I get to be the chaser. So I'm ready.
Good luck.
Thanks.
The chaser, Paula Perry, on course for the Gladiators. Down underneath the handbike, there's ELEKTRA and Diamond. And down the final straightaway, making that gauntlet work overtime, it's Siren and Zap. The Eliminator brought to you by Mars. Enjoy the smooth chocolate and caramel taste of Mars Milky Way Bar. And a look, the gal in the hat, Melissa Lieberman, our Syracuse police officer. If Wojo wins, she's in as a wild card next week. Here comes Paula Perry, trying to chase Wojo down. Lisa pumps and pushes her way across the handbike and flies across that cylinder. Paula trying to catch up, now the cargo net. Oftentimes, victory and defeat laid out right here. Could be close. Paula hung up a bit. Wojo reaches that platform first, and now the zip line. Paula Perry having all kinds of problems. Now down the final straightaway. Over the wall she goes. Paula Perry will not catch up. It is going to be Lisa Wojciehowski, 29 years old, from Laguna Hills, California, advancing to the semifinals, as does Melissa Lieberman, who makes it as the wild card because of Lisa's victory.
Wojo, you're like a woman possessed.
I gave everything I had, Larry. Everything I had. Paul's tough. I thought I was a goner.
Looked close on the cargo net.
It was very close. She threw me off a little when she got on because I raised the ropes up a little bit.
too close for comfort, but you pulled it out. Congratulations and welcome to the next round.
Thanks, Larry.
All right.
So Lisa Wojciehowski, who draws her inspiration from her late mother, Oralee, moves on to the semifinals, and our congratulations to Paula as well. Now the men's matchup has been excellent, as only 2 points separate Marty DePaoli and Carlton Fluker, with the dot getting a mere 1 second jump. Now, both contenders are actually in a no-lose situation, as their point totals are high enough to qualify them for the wild card spot at the very least in the semifinals. Right now, Larry's with Carlton at the start line.
Carl, you're a cool cucumber. You know how well you can perform in this eliminator. 1 second doesn't mean much to you, does it?
I'm going to give it my best no matter what.
Can you make up that 1 second in this belt?
I hope so. We'll see.
All right, good luck.
Underneath the hand bike, there's Laser, and boy, it's great to see Tower again. He's all right after that nasty eye injury, even though he took 44 stitches. He's a tough man. And down the final straightaway, activating the gauntlet, Viper and Turbo. And look at Carlton go, but look at Marty go. Side by side in the hand bike. Carlton now has taken the lead to the cargo net. Carlton, so quick, so fast. On the zip line he comes. Marty having problems on the cargo net. We may be seeing a new record time-wise here. The man can fly. Oh, baby. Crossing the finish line, saying, what me worry.
Carlton, like we talked about, you almost made up the time in the treadmill.
Great.
Great, that's a great answer. When you hit that cargo net, did you feel like you were in a lead?
Yeah, I felt more comfortable with it. It felt pretty good.
Well, obviously the eliminator, and I think you'll agree with me on this, is your best event.
Yes, no gladiators.
Well, congratulations and welcome to the next round.
Thank you.
Mike.
And since both men have advanced to the semifinals, wouldn't it be something if Marty DePaoli and Carlton Fluker meet again? That would be some showdown. Next week, our semifinals begin. Until then, for Larry Zonka, I'm Mike Adamley. Thanks so very much for joining us here at Gladiator Arena. See you next week, everyone. Champions will receive an all-expenses-paid Club Med vacation. With over 100 villages worldwide, Club Med offers the perfect vacation for families, couples, and singles. This year, take home a Club Med vacation.